What is going on, guys? Sinister here, back with another NBA 2K18 video. We are taking a look at all the historic rosters. Not the all-time teams, historic rosters. The ones that we've already seen over and over and over again, I'll briefly go through, but I'm going to go through them faster. And I'm not going to go through the entire rosters because does anybody really care about Mel Counts or John Thompson or all these created, I don't know what James Smith was, but the William Smith and the William Jones. I don't know if you care about them. So we're going to go through just like this, take a look at all of these. You can pause it if you want, but like I said, these have been in the game for years now. You should already know these teams. Kind of want to go through these a little bit faster. If there's a team, I know all of the 80s, 90s for sure, so you're obviously going to see all the Pistons, the Bulls, the Lakers, stuff like that. Now we're getting into the newer ones shortly. I think there's 13 or 17 are the ones that come into mind. That's a new one right there. We'll take a look. No, it's not. Is it? 96, 97 Heat. I don't remember that being in the game. So I'm going to go on a limb and say that's a new one. Neither was the Super... I don't know. I don't remember these, so I'm going to just stop here. I don't think the Supersonics were. We got the glove, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Detlef Schrempf. I can never say his name. I always struggle on that. There we go. Hershey Hawkins, Sam Perkins. Wow. I forgot about this team, man. This is a fun team. You got the glove, Sean Kemp coming in with the dunks, Detlef shooting threes, Hershey Hawkins, almost said Herschel Walker. I'm kind of excited to play with this team, actually. Alonzo Mourning is another new one, Tim Hardaway, PJ Brown. Not too keen on this one, not that I don't like this team, but that just looks like a fun team to play in 2K with. I don't know. Might be one of the first games I play, though. The Bulls, I know have been here. Jazz, Spurs. Maybe those teams were in there. No, because I know these Knicks weren't. So they did add some 90s teams. Latrell Sprewell in the game for the first time, I think. Except for, like, he was in my teams and stuff. Patrick Ewing at his... Was this his last year in the NBA? It might have been. Allen Houston. Larry Johnson. Marcus Camby. A young Marcus Camby. Big fan of him when he played in Denver. And then that's about it. We got the Raptors here. Take it back. This is the funnest team. Already been in the game, but Vinnie Mac and T-Mac. It's great. Muggsy there too. I mean, to play with Muggsy Bogues, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, that's all I want to do. That's just such a fun team. Andreas Sabonis? Is that how you say that? I don't know. Scottie Pippen, Sean Smith, Steve Smith, Damon Stoudemire, Detlef Schrempf again. So this Trailblazers team was added. I think there was a lot of requests just obviously for the Pippen from the last years. This team we've seen before. This is a newer one. We got Chris Webber's Kings, obviously Peja Stojakovic as well. Vlade Divac, Mike Bibby, Doug Christie. This is a fun team. Bibby, Christie, Webber, Stojakovic, and then Webber, I guess. And then Vlade Divac. Vlade Divac's got a lot of hate all the way he runs the team, but a big man. He can ball. Kenyon, baby. Another Nuggets. Really sad. Injuries had to stop him, but we got Jason Kidd, Keith Van Horn, Kenyon Martin, Kerry Kittles. I've never actually heard of that guy. That's a great name. Richard Jefferson. I forgot. Wow, it's a young Richard Jefferson. He looks the same. That man does not age. Go look up Richard Jefferson right now and look at this picture. I think he's like 37 now. This dude just doesn't age. Oh, the GOAT. The GOAT's on us. I know I'm being every time. I'm just giving that ball to Scalabrine, baby. Pretty sure we had this Mavericks team. We haven't had this Lakers team, though. This is interesting. 03-04 Lakers, we got Shaq and Kobe, but we got a better Shaq and Kobe. We got a 95 and 95 Shaq and Kobe instead of a 90. I guess that wouldn't be a better tandem now, would it? But we got the next Shaq and Kobe. But this team is overall better, the newer Lakers, that is, because obviously they had Gary Payton and Karl Malone. Now, while this didn't pan out as they would have liked, in real life, this is going to be a fun team to play with. Just for the simple fact you get to play with, all at the same time, Gary Payton, Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, and Shaq. Arguably top 5 point guard ever. Probably best power forward, depending on if you want to put Tim Duncan, or I don't know, Dirk, if some people want to put Dirk, but Karl Malone and Tim Duncan are usually the two clear-cut Top 3 center, top 3 shooting guard, top 2 shooting guard, honestly. Like, that's a fun team to play with, man. And then you add Horace Grant and Rick Fox, too, and Derek Fisher. I mean, come on. I don't even like the Lakers, but that's just a fun team. And this is always a fun team. They have been in here, though, although I don't ever... Wow. What? Was it? We're missing Rasheed. We need Rasheed Wallace in this game, man. That is who we're missing. For the Trailblazers, too. I was like, this team looks a little short. And I was right. Wally Zerbiak. Look at him. Latrell Sprewell comes in twice for this game. Sam Castle in here. Fred. Oh, there we go. That's the coach of the Bulls right now. Right? Didn't know he was a player. Trenton Castle, Wally Zerbiak. One of the best names in NBA history. You can't deny it. Were these Spurs in the game? I don't think they were. This is a new Spurs team, and this is a great Spurs team. Prime Tim Duncan. Well, this is like before prime Tony Parker, honestly. No, probably his prime. He was young, but when he played for the Spurs, he developed a little bit quicker than average. Prime Manu Ginobili, Bruce Bowen. I would go out and say, I'm not going to say best because defensive is a very, not biased, but you can't really just look at box stats when you look at defensive, so you really have to look at all the game footage, but Bruce Bowen is such a good defense player. Top 3, in my opinion, ever. Like, that dude just locked down, and I was a fan of him. We've already had this team, I'm pretty sure. Have we? Yeah, we've had this team. This team we have not, though. Got a lot of hate on Twitter for this. Some guy actually blocked me because I was like, why do you not want the Grizzlies in the game? Well, there's no Grizzlies fans. Like, you're telling me there's not a single Grizzlies fan that would like to play as an old Grizzlies team. Well, they suck. You need to give this team spots to former champions. So you want the entire game, all the historic teams, just filled with past champions. No teams like the Grizzlies or teams like, I don't know, these Timberwolves and stuff like that. You just want all the champions. You want the whole thing to be Lakers, Celtics, Bulls, right? That was his logic behind it. But kind of stupid, and he blocked me because I proved him wrong. But it is what it is. Pau Gasol, Mike Miller, Shane Battier. Really interesting team. Great three-point shooting team, especially between these two. And Bobby Jackson as well. But just, obviously there's no depth whatsoever outside of the starting lineup, but you got a prime Grizzlies Pau Gasol, which is kind of what everyone wanted, and I don't think he saw the point in that, is that it's Pau Gasol on the Grizzlies. That's what people want to play with. Dwayne Wade and Shaq championship team on the game now. You got Gary Payton as well. Antoine Walker, White Chocolate, Jason Williams, Alonzo Mourning. I forgot the power on this team. Alonzo Mourning and Gary Payton. Forgot they went there to team up and win a ring. Was this the year they won? Pretty sure. This Cavs team was already here. This Golden State team was not, though. Anybody who's a Warriors fan now probably doesn't know this team. I understand that. But this was an exciting team. Baron Davis, man. Jason Richardson. If y'all haven't seen Jason Richardson's dunks, ooh, they're nice. Prime Jason Richardson could throw down. Steven Jackson, Monte Ellis, Matt Barnes. This is a fun team. Not a good team, but a fun team. I mean, Baron Davis, Monte Ellis, Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes. Those are just people you want to play with in 2K. At least I do. I'm really excited for the new teams. I don't know if you can't tell, but I was so hyped when I saw all of these teams getting released. Old Hornets like Chris Paul. You get to play with the New Orleans Hornets in this game. Chris Paul, David West, Tyson Chandler, Peja Stojakovic, Birdman. Yo, I forgot Birdman. Oh, tattooless Birdman is in the game. He is not 30 years old when this year happened. No way. Was he? Was he that old already? I mean, he could have been. I mean, he is old now. I think he's like 37 now. Yeah, that'd be about 7 years, so that's accurate. Carmelo Anthony, here it is, baby. I am so excited. Do you know how many rosters I had to download in previous 2Ks just to play with this team? I ain't got to do it no more, baby. Allen Iverson, Carmelo Anthony, Marcus Camby, J.R. Smith, Kenyon Martin. You've already heard me talking about all these players in my past, like this video and the other ones before this, and now, oh, we finally come to that moment, baby. Nene, I miss him. Stephen Hunter, I couldn't really care less about, and Najara, and the rest of these are creative players. So, no Chauncey, obviously, which kind of sucks, and shouldn't Aaron Aflalo be on this team? I think he should, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong there. But yeah, I cannot wait. That starting lineup of Allen Iverson, J.R. Smith, Carmelo, Kenyon, and Camby is going to be so much fun to play with. This team we've already had. This team we have not, though. This is where it gets interesting. Add in 2010 and up teams. There's obviously MVP D Rose, Joakim Noah when he didn't suck, Luol Deng when he wasn't old. Well, I guess I could go for both of them. Taj Gibson, Kyle Korver. This was a nice team, man. And obviously the GOAT, Ryan Scalabrine, was on here, so he obviously makes him good. Championship Mavericks, that super freaking tall team who could just shoot the ball lights out. 2 7'1" guys on your team. What is that? Jason Terry, Sean Marion. He was an underrated player on that team. Very, very underrated. I think he, I don't want to say won them the championship, but man, his defense was freaking nice. Jason Kidd, Peja, Corey Brewer's on this team. I forgot about that. Brian Cardinal. Brian Cardinal's one of those guys I've always seen like through 2Ks. Never seen him play, never heard of him. I just always see his name pop up. 11-12 Knicks are on here. Why? I mean, I guess I can't be that guy questioning why since I just went on that rant earlier, but Melo, Chandler, Stoudemire. Well, I get it. I get it now. This was this team didn't work out, obviously, but on paper it was pretty nice. You had Linsanity going on. Obviously, Melo still in his prime. Tyson Chandler coming off that Mavericks championship win. Amari Stoudemire getting traded there. J.R. Smith coming over. Steve Novak, Amon Shumpert. So, I get it. I understand it. The 11-12 Thunder. This is another one. Just imagine right now. Imagine the Oklahoma City Thunder right now still had Durant, Westbrook, Harden, Ibaka. Cephalosha too. Throw him in there. I mean that. I don't think the Thunder get enough credit. Yeah, they do, because I've heard a lot of people raving. But man, they can scout and draft players. No one's denying that. You can't deny it. 12-13 Grizzlies. Another team that people complained about, or that same person complained about, was just both the Grizzlies team. He just had something against the Grizzlies. I don't know. The funny thing about that is, though, I started off the thread with hashtag Nuggets Nation because the Nuggets were also announced as a historic team. And then he's like, after he blocked me, he tweeted me and was like, say hello to the only Grizzlies fan in America. I was like, I started the whole thread with hashtag Nuggets Nation. Where do you get Grizzlies? Because I'm okay with the Grizzlies being in the game, that automatically makes me a fan of them. I don't know, man. America's stupid at times, but Mike Conley, Marcus Hall, Zach Randolph, Tony Allen. This is essentially the Grizzlies. It is the Grizzlies a couple years ago, obviously, so there's not much to change. But, well, obviously a lot changed, but this was the Grizzlies before they took down their entire team, kind of like the Hawks did. Already seen this team. New Pacers team. This one I kind of don't well, actually I do, because this was a team that everyone was like, oh, are they going to beat Miami? Are they going to do it? Is Paul George going to do it? Obviously they didn't, but Paul George, David West, Roy Hibbert before he forgot how to basketball. Lance Stevenson before he forgot how to basketball. George Hill, CJ Watson, Luis Scola, Ian Mahinmi, Lavoy Allen. Is that Lavoy? Yeah. Evan Turner was low, 72 overall. Solomon Hill, and some creative players. 15-16 Golden State Warriors. Ain't much to say about that. 73 wins? Yeah, 73 win team. Curry, Thompson, Green. I mean, it's the same team. You already know this team. If you've been watching the NBA, you know who's on here. Now, this is another video for the all-time team. That is going to wrap up the historic video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. And until next time, peace.